American people do not like the Republican budget bill. I know. 5 different polls are now showing overwhelming opposition to the legislation. And some Senate Republicans also seem opposed. Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina, who is up for re-election next year, was seen handing out these flyers last night to his colleagues, showing the 10 states that stand to lose the most federal Medicaid funding over the next decade if the legislation goes into effect as is. The biggest loser? North Carolina.
Well, there's a reason Tillis is nervous, and he should be.
He's doing everything to try to keep his job,
everything
except
he can.
Stand up to the administration and vote no.
Well, there is that piece. You know, it would help if you just stood there. You find a lot of friends who want to stand with you when you stop and you look at exactly what's at stake here. Protecting Medicaid is essential for vulnerable communities out there. But then you have the likes of Mitch McConnell, who said apparently in a short speech today during the negotiations, quote, failure is not an option, and added, I know a lot of us are hearing from people back home about Medicaid, maybe Mr. Tillis and a few others. Then he goes on, but they'll get over it. They'll get over it. So we're going to cut.
Well, you know, Michael, we're all going to die. We're all going to die.
Right?
Yeah.
That's right. Exactly. So we're all going to die.
The ads write themselves, honey.
And you'll get over it.
Oh. I find it so interesting looking at this polling, which I know both of you have been looking at too. I mean, the numbers are consistent across the board, regardless of the methodology, regardless of who's doing it. But the Fox News poll was perhaps the most interesting to me, in part because this legislation is unpopular across demographics, across age, across income groups. It's opposed 22% to 73% by independents, 43% to 53% among white men without a college degree. That is the heart of Trump's base. Who then, aside for the uber wealthy who are getting tax cuts, who then is this for?
It's the right question to ask, Alicia. Who is this for? I don't know. Maybe it's not for Tom. Even Thom Tillis is like, this ain't for me. In case people are forgetting what the budget bill that's being debated, this is what the CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, estimates on the House budget bill. And we're going to get new estimates on the Senate. It cuts Medicaid by $700 billion, cuts Medicare by $500 billion, cuts SNAP benefits by $300 billion, contains $3.8 trillion in tax cuts, and increases the debt by more than $3 trillion over 10 years. To Alicia's point, who is this for? And just today, we are learning via reporting that there are going to be $41 billion in cuts to SNAP. That is food assistance. The senators and members of Congress who vote for this, they are voting to have some of y'all go hungry out there. They are voting to take money out of the pockets of their own constituents. They are voting for you not to be able to get health care when you need it. They are voting to take away the money for your parent to be in a nursing home, to have that in-home care. This is what they are voting for. They are voting to make to starve your children. This is what the bill is. I don't understand it.
Well,
help me understand, Michael.
Well, I will right now in this moment, because as far as these Republicans are concerned, you'll get over it because you're going to die anyway. And at the end of the day, that's what they think of you. That's what they care about you. That's how much they care about how much health care you have, how your ability to feed your family may be, how you are able to deal with your costs and expenses. You'll get over it because you're going to die anyway. And we still get to keep your money. That's it. It is not what I recalled as a young Republican. And it's certainly not what we were taught in Bible school on Sundays for all of y'all who talked about taking care of poor people.
Wow.
So
love thy neighbor as you love thyself.